Hey, what's up with your guy? Back at you one more again. All right, now today I just want to talk to you a little bit about being a youth coach, right? Because a lot of us men are going to run into this situation at some point in our young adult lives, right? We're gonna be faced with the opportunity to coach, or we're gonna want to coach. Our kids may want us to coach. So a lot of us are going to find ourselves in this position at some point. And the funny thing is, bro, there's no manual. You know what I mean? There's no encyclopedia. There's no dictionary. There's no Google Docs that's going to help you become a great coach. There are things that can help the kids develop skills. But as far as you, the actual coach itself, you have to learn on the fly. A lot of this stuff you have to learn by trial and error. And if you don't, be made aware of some things that come your way, you can find yourself at a loss, bro. So just want to share a couple of those things with you today. But real quick, if you like this information, if you like the content, if you like anything that you've seen on my page, please like and subscribe to the page, man. If you subscribe to the page and you like the videos, that lets me know that I'm doing a good job with the content and that you want more of it. Now, at the end of the video, if you feel like the information was relevant and you feel like somebody else could benefit, please share the episode. That's it. You never know what somebody's going through, what they're thinking about, what they're intending on doing later on down the road. But some information that you saw in a video might spark them, bro, or it might keep them from making a big mistake. You know what I mean? So please share the episode if you like it. Now, youth coaching. Boy, that's a big subject with a lot of us, man. I'm gonna be honest, which is a big subject with a lot of us. And a lot of us are faced with this because we don't go into, our adult lives saying, oh, I want to coach kids for 10 years. A lot of times you end up having kids, your kids start playing, they need an extra coach or something, you want to coach them, right? That's how a lot of guys get roped into it. I know for me, I started coaching when my older son was 5. So this is like 20 years ago. And they just needed an extra coach. Oh, we need an extra coach. You want to coach football, whatever. All right, cool. I was just going to be cool with letting him play the sport and just sitting on the sideline watching, right? But they needed a coach. And that's how it kind of got sparked with me. And I actually enjoyed my time. So throughout probably 19, 20 years, bro, I coached football and basketball. Different points, different age groups. I had 2 sons that played. So I was able to, just coach various groups of kids. And for the majority, I enjoyed it. Okay, for the majority, I enjoyed it. But there are some things that I learned that I want to bring to your attention right now for those of you that might be starting on this journey or thinking about doing it, right? So it doesn't matter if it's basketball, doesn't matter if it's football, doesn't matter if it's soccer, doesn't matter if it's tennis. Doesn't matter if the kids come from affluent homes, right? If they come from downtrodden areas, if they live in trailer parks, if they live in mansions. Some of these things will exist no matter what. And man, oh man, if you're not ready for them, they can blindside you. And you can be a bit discouraged, man. And you can want to quit, right? Because I was there. You want to quit because of the parents. Let me tell you something. The parents are normally the problem. It ain't normally the kids. You're going to have 1 or 2 kids that need their ass whooped. But for the most part, the kids is good. They come, they ready to go. It's a sport, bro. So they like playing the sport. They're going to have fun. It's the parents. It's the parents, bro. It is the parents. Now, let me tell you the first thing about these parents that's going to drive you crazy is that you, personally, the coach, cannot make their child a star. You can't make their child a star. See, when people sign their kid up and they say, oh, little Timmy finna play soccer. And oh, Coach Billy, are you my son's coach? Because Timmy loves soccer. And ooh, I'm going to support you 152% because you are Timmy's coach and he loves soccer. They never say, I also want little Timmy to be the best soccer player on planet Earth. And I'm looking at you to make my 7-year-old soccer player the best soccer player on planet Earth. They don't say that to you. But that's what a lot of them won't. And when you, by mid-season, do not make him the best soccer player on Earth, they start feeling some type of way. See, a lot of these people have unrealistic expectations of their children, especially at the age that they're at, because I don't give a damn how good your kid is at the age of 7. He's 7, okay? He still has a lot of growing and developing to do. A lot of these parents, number one, they want their kid to be the best for the attention, okay? They love the attention that the good athletes get. And number two, they perhaps played that sport and they weren't that good. Normally, the guy who was really good at a sport, he does care that his kid is a good athlete, but it doesn't shape his life. Okay? So yes, is he going to show up every day and expect his kid to go hard? Absolutely. But he also gained fulfillment from being really good himself. So if his son isn't as good as him, he is not going to burn the house down. These people want you, and I'm saying these people, these select people, because it's not everybody. Out of 10 kids, bro, it's normally 2 parents who want their kid to be a super duper star. Mate, we're talking 20%. If you got 50 kids on a football field, bro, it's not that many parents, but it is going to be some. So what happens is when you put them in the wrong position, when you don't have them scoring all the goals or the touchdowns, when their kid doesn't have the ball in their hands every damn play, eventually they lose it. And guess who's going to be to blame, brother? That's going to be you. It's going to be all the coach's fault that these 7-year-olds can't score enough goals or touchdowns or baskets or hit enough home runs. It's all the coach's fault. The coach is the reason why we lost 22 games in a row. Okay? It's going to be your fault. And guess what you're going to be able to do about it? Nothing. You're not going to be able to do nothing about it. Because you can't make these kids superstars. And what's crazy is, if you're a good coach, you're going out there to develop and have the kids learn the game so that they enjoy playing it and that they keep playing it and that they fall in love with the game. That's what you want. Meanwhile, he's looking at you because he like little Timmy is supposed to be a star. What are you doing, coach? Because little Timmy ain't acting like a star. And I'm going to tell you the truth. The little Timmys in the world are never the best athlete. Bro, listen, these parents who want you to make their kid a star, their kids is never the best athletes, bro. They're never going to be the best athletes on your team. They're looking at you to fill in the void. You understand? They kid ain't fast enough, tall enough, strong enough, can't kick the ball far enough. He can't see good enough. They want you to be the one who closes all the gaps, all these holes in his game. You understand? So let me tell you, be ready for the parents who turn on you by the end of the season because you didn't make their kid a star. Now, they're not going to tell you that you didn't make my kid a star and I don't like you because of it. That's not what they're going to say to you, brother. They're going to all the other things. You didn't fill up the water bottles. You didn't have enough tents. Why you got us playing at this park? Your whistle don't look nice around your neck. You don't know what you're doing as a coach. Did you even finish the 8th grade? It's going to be all these things. But the real problem is you didn't make their kid into a star. So you better be ready for it, Playboy. Now, number 2. Please do not mix business with your whistle. Please do not mix business with your whistle. And that means the business of sleeping with the mothers. Because, brother, it is 2025. It might be 2027 by the time you see this video. There are a lot of children that you will encounter that do not have fathers present. You understand? There will be a lot of single moms. And one thing that can cause a lot of problems in this here coaching situation, brother, is if you think this is about to be your version of Tinder. Huh? Your version of Bumble. You think that you finna coach and be knocking off some of the moms and you finna be dating some of the other moms from the other teams. And for the next 5-6 years of your life, this is going to be your stomping grounds for your dating life. Let me tell you something, Playboy. I have never, and I mean never, have talked to a man who said, you know what? I was coaching these kids. I started talking to one of their mamas and then we ended up in a beautiful relationship and we got married. I have never heard such. What I have heard is, man, I was messing with one of the kids' moms. And she started getting mad because I wasn't putting her kid in the game. And then when we stopped messing around, she also started to tell all the moms that I was a creep. And then I had got fired from the coaching job. Bro, it never works out. Now, if you coaching little Timmy this year. And then you see his mama 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You are no longer coaching little Timmy. It's fair game. It's fair game. Okay? But brother, while you coaching these kids, I need you to keep your hands to yourself. It's not going to end up good. I know it look good. It might even taste good. But it ain't going to end up good. Bro, it's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be a problem. And what you're going to do is find yourself on the shitty end of the stick. Nobody's going to say, oh, little Clarence's mom is crazy. And little Clarence's mom got some good sex and she didn't know how to act. And little Clarence's mom threw a fit at the practice and the game. Knocked over all the hot dog. They not going to say that. They're going to say the coach was wrong. They're going to say the coach was drawing. He ain't had no business messing with little Clarence's mom. That's what they're going to say. You might have wanted to, and your kids might be on the team, so you know how that go. Daddy, why you can't coach us no more? Because I was messing with little Clarence. But you don't want to tell them that. You don't want to tell them that. So, bro, I'm telling you, don't mix this business with the pleasure and the pleasure in the business, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. It looked good. I'm telling you, it looked good, bro, but it ain't worth it. It just is not worth it. I do not want you to go down that rabbit hole. It rarely ever, and I mean ever, works out. And as men, we don't go off the small chance that something's going to work out. We go off the averages. The averages, bro, it gets messy, and you ain't going to be happy. All right? Now, thirdly, you have to have thick skin if you want to be a coach. Okay? You have to have thick skin. You cannot let the opinions of others shape how you feel about yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. It's just a game. Most of the time, nobody's getting paid. Except for the referees. Nobody's getting paid. These people will call you all types of names. I'm talking about some names you ain't heard before. Because they 7-year-old keeps losing soccer games. And you ain't thinking it's that serious. Because you like, they 7 years old. It's just a soccer game. Some of them can't even tie their shoes yet. How can this be this serious? Brother, their opinions of you cannot shape how you feel about yourself. And they cannot shape how you deal with these children. These folk is going to have you ready to quit. You understand me? Because their opinions of you, and that's what they are. They make assumptions. He probably don't even like his kids. His kids probably don't even like him. I heard he going through a divorce. I heard he broke. They said down at his job, he not even reliable. When did he ever play soccer? I bet he can't even run around the field. Bro, these folk, they're gonna give it to you raw. And if you don't have thick skin, if you're not mentally tough, brother, you will succumb to the pressures. You will succumb to the pressures because you're going to be thinking, you know what? Maybe I didn't play this sport like I thought. Or maybe I'm not coaching the right way. Or maybe I'm not using my timeouts the right way. Or maybe you have to understand that a lot of people you're going to encounter, brother, are unhappy in life. They not finna say nothing positive about you. When your kids win, they're going to say the kids won the game. When the kids lose, they're going to say, coach lost us the game. That's how they do. And they got to add things on top of it to make it look good, to make it look spicy. People love the lie. You understand? The truth is boring. They love the lie. So you have to understand, these people's opinions of you, number one, will not be based off of facts. But number two, sir, they're going to change. They're going to change. And you have to be tough enough mentally to be able to deal with the things that come about because people have opinions. They have several of them. And they change every day. I say they change every day. So if you are going to coach, if you're going to be a youth coach, that's a very important thing to do. I think it's a great way to volunteer and give back, brother. All right? But I need you to have some thick skin and don't get swayed by the opinions that others have on you. Also, I need you to make sure that you do not mix business with pleasure. Okay? Stay off them moms, bro. I promise you, unless you looking to marry one of them, I say stay off of them because it ain't going to end up right. It ain't going to end up right. And you need to understand, lastly, that there are going to be people that want you to turn their kid into a star, and you can't do it. I'm talking about if you train their kid every day for the next 5 years, you probably can't do it. Because most of them that want you to turn their kid into a star, their kid is not a star. Okay? And that's that. Now, if you are a youth coach, if you know somebody trying to become a youth coach, if you're having problems with your coaching, maybe you coach in high school, maybe you're a college coach, you're just having a couple issues, and you need some one-on-one talking, listen, just book a call, bro. Go down in the description, book a call. We'll get on the line, we'll talk about it. Maybe we need to come up with a plan, because normally, if you're not having a good time, there's some outside interferences that's impacting your ability to coach these kids or these young men properly. You understand? So go down the description, book a call. We'll get on the line, we'll talk about it, bro. All right? We are always a couple steps away from success. You understand that? Now, if you like the information in this video, if you like the way it came across, please share it with somebody, bro. That's all I ask you to do. Share it with somebody. You never know who needs to hear the information, man. You never know how it's going to change and shape what they're doing with the youth right now. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change people so that we can keep changing people for the better. All right? So, it is your guy, Mark my words. Once again, coming back to you. I'll see you on the flip side, homie.